friends, welcome back to your favorite channel Accounts Made Easy, and in this video we are going to continue with financial management. However, in today's video we are going to discuss one of the most important concepts of financial management, which is wealth maximization versus profit maximization. When we read the term versus, we normally feel, oh, there is some competition. However, it's not actually a competition, it's a decision making time for an organization, whether they want to focus on maximizing the wealth or on maximizing the profit. So, let's start understanding them. If we look at the key difference between wealth maximization and profit maximization, what we observe is that wealth maximization is a long term objective of the company, which aims to increase the value of the stock of the company, thereby increasing the shareholders' wealth. At this point, please understand the word stock here basically refers to the shares of the company. Increase in share price naturally increases the shareholders' worth. Now, if we move towards profit maximization, what we see is that profit maximization is to increase the capability of earning profits in short run to make the company survive and grow in the existing competitive market. Which means if we look at this basic or the master screen, what we call, you can find two major differences between a wealth and profit maximization. The first difference is wealth maximization focuses on long term and profit maximization is a short-term concept. That's the primary difference that we need to understand. All right. Other than this, yes, there is one more very important difference that we need to know is that the aim of wealth maximization is concerned with all the stakeholders of the business. So it's having an overall impact. Wherein, if we talk about profit maximization, it's a financial concept which affects only the operational capability of the business. So that's what we need to understand here. Now, getting each of them in a clear view. So let's start with what is wealth maximization. The ability of a company to increase the value of its stock for all the stakeholders is referred to as wealth maximization. Now, if you focus, this is exactly what we discussed in the previous slide. Increase in the value of its stock. That's the basic aim. And of course, it is a long-term goal. We all understand that stock prices does not increase overnight. If they do, there is a problem. So yes, it's a long-term goal and it involves multiple external factors like sales, products, services, market share, etc. Of this, of course, market share is very important, right? Because it assumes the risk and recognizes the time value of money given the business environment. On this screen, guys, everyone needs to remember that when we are talking about wealth maximization, these are the two very important things which are considered in wealth maximization: risk and time value, because they are inseparable from a business. If there is no risk, there is no business. And we all know that money does not have a constant value over a period of time. Right? So it is wealth maximization which considers this. Now, it is mainly concerned with long-term growth of the company, and hence it is concerned more about fetching the maximum chunk of market share. Now, this term maximum chunk means a lot. If I say in layman's language, getting a lion's share or capturing the market, because that grows the organization, right? So we understood what is wealth maximization. Let's now understand what is profit maximization. It's a process of increasing the profit earning capability. What are we talking here is increasing the profit earning capability of the company. All right. So the focus is simple: earn more profits. And of course, it is a short-term goal as to what we have already discussed, and is primarily restricted to accounting analysis, as we all understand that profit is a pure accounting concept, right? So obviously it focuses only on that. Now, more important, or I can say the most important defect of profit maximization is that it ignores the two basic things of the business, that is the risk and the time value of money, and they are inseparable. They are an inbuilt part of every business, right? So it is primarily concerned as to how the company will survive and grow in the existing competitive business environment. After understanding what is wealth and what is profit maximization, let's look at some of the most common differences between these two. So to start with, let's start with the definition. Wealth maximization. It is defined as the management of financial resources aimed at increasing the value of company's stock. The share prices of the company increases, obviously the wealth of the company increases, and at time it reaches the maximum level. But when we talk about profit maximization, so it is defined as the management of financial resources aimed at only increasing the profits of the company. The name itself becomes the definition. But when you look at the focus, wealth maximization basically focuses only on maximizing the stakeholders' value. Now, when we say stakeholders, we need to understand that there is a huge difference between the shareholders and stakeholders. Shareholders are only the people who have the shares or who own the shares of the company, wherein the stakeholders are the people who are some or the other way associated with the company. They can be our debtors, our creditors, our customers, our suppliers, anyone. They are all the stakeholders, right? So overall development, wherein profit maximization just focuses on a very narrow point of increasing or maximizing the company's profit. All right. So the next point is the risk. We all have heard the very famous dialogue from a series, risk hai to ishq hai. And yahan pe bhi risk is to be considered. We cannot ignore risk. So wealth maximization considers risk and uncertainty, which is obviously inherent in any given business model. However, when we look at profit maximization, the problem is that it does not consider something which is inherent. It's there, it's a part and parcel of it. We have to consider that. All right. So moving to the last part, that's usage. Now, wealth maximization helps in achieving a target value of company's worth. Like, I want my company to be, say, 100 crores company or 1,000 crores company. That's the target that I have set. And this target can be achieved only when the price of my shares increase in the market. So, which may reflect in the increased market share. That's exactly what we were discussing about. But profit maximization, it helps in achieving efficiency of companies' day-to-day operations, as we need to understand that profit maximization basically focuses on operational efficiency. Least cost, maximum price, maximum profit. That's how profit maximization works, right? So that's it, guys, that we need to discuss in today's video. I hope you have understood this. Till then, take care, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.